I remember the first time somebody cut me off. And I said, "Hey, dude, you trying to punk me out?" And he turned around and he had this bewildered look. And he goes, "What?" I said, "You trying to punk me out, man?" He goes, "I don't even know what you're talking about."
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hello YouTube. I keep getting asked, and I think I've done a video on this, I'm pretty sure I have, on how I'm able to stay out of prison. I think first of all, if you're going to make it on the outside, you got to have a good support system, and I have one. I also think you have to, it's got to be in your mind that you're going to stay out, that you're not going to get involved in trouble anymore, you know, that you're going to do good and you're going to become a productive member of society. You got to get rid of all that thinking about criminal activity and stuff, which I never really had that anyway, because I grew up on a farm. I wasn't involved in crime or anything like that, and it was only because I felt I had to protect my brother that I went to prison. So, and you know, and I wasn't like the perfect prisoner or model prisoner or anything like that. I got in trouble in prison, you know. A lot of it had to do with defending myself, but I also did things I wasn't supposed to, like stealing out of the kitchen, doing different things that were against the prison rules. But that's different. I get out, I have a strong support system, not only with my family, but with friends and other relatives that supported me. You know, there's like two groups of people out here in the community I grew up in. There's those who think I should not have went to prison, which, you know, I took a life, so I kind of think I should have, you know. I just don't think I should have done that much time. There's others who think I should have done some time, but like me, think I shouldn't have done that much, you know. But they all support me, you know, and they all wish me the best. The people in this community I live in now, you know, I came out thinking there'd be a stigma against being an ex-con, but I haven't really seen a lot of that. The only time I saw it was when I was looking for a job, when I first got out. It was hard to find a job. And even places that was hiring were not hiring, you know. But now, people have gotten to know me and everything, and they don't think, you know, they don't think ill of me or anything, you know. But so it's good to have a good support system. It's good to have your mind set on coming out of prison, getting a job, becoming a productive member of society. But it's hard for some to get a job when they get out. It was kind of hard for me, but some have it a lot worse. But you cannot give up. There's an old ex-con that used to be on my channel all the time, on this channel. And he had surgery, and I haven't heard from him since. But he said, your worst day in the free world is better than your best day in prison. And I believe that. You cannot, I think another thing is staying busy. You know what they say about being idle? You know, if you're idle and not doing anything, you tend to get in mischief, you know. Well, I stay busy pretty much all the time. And some people, they often say that I need to relax more. But I just can't seem to do that, you know. I seem to have to be doing things. Now some things, you know, because of my health, in the summertime when it's hot and humid, I'm kind of limited on how busy I can be outside. But I try to stay busy. And then doing this YouTube thing, that keeps me busy, you know, keeps me, and I enjoy doing that, you know. That's something I enjoy doing, you know. When I first started, I was nervous about it. And really didn't. I really started because other people wanted me to. And my family, friends, and those on quarter wanted me to. And that's why I started. But I found out as I went along that it's therapeutic to me. I also found out that I can reach other people and help them, you know, and I've gotten emails and DMs and messages and texts and all this saying that I have helped them. And, you know, that does a lot of good for me, you know. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I want to help people. I came out, my main goal in talking to people was to keep young people from going to prison to start with. But I found out that I'm helping more people besides that, you know. In fact, most of them that I've helped have been people who have had similar to what happened to my brother when they was little kids and stuff, had bad things happen to them, you know. And they've reached out to me and said, my videos have helped them, and I'm glad. If that's true, then I'm absolutely glad. But as long as you get out, you got a strong support system, you got people who, you know, support you, you keep your mind on the positive, on that you're going to do good, that you're not going to give up, you'll be able to stay out. That's my belief, you know. It's not easy. Now, one of the things I have a problem with, some people may know this and some may not, but, you know, 29 years in prison kind of affects the way you think about things, you know. Especially when you was taught how to do time by old school convicts. So you come out here now and everything, no, you know, people talk about how he's adjusting to all the changes, you know, after 29 years. It was kind of hard, to be honest, but the hardest thing is that prison mentality. I mean, sometimes something will take me back or something, but it's mainly like when I see somebody doing something like rude or something like in public, you know, or cutting in front of somebody, or bumping into somebody, or somebody walking too close behind me, you know, or somebody trying to come up behind me, you know. I feel like, you know, it sets me off, you know. And that's the thing I struggle with every day when I'm out in public, and especially when it's real crowded. A lot of times when I'm in a store and it's real crowded, I tell Mindy, I'm going back out to the car or to the truck or whatever it is we're driving. I can't take this. And she understands. And that's another thing. If you have somebody who understands, or at least tries to understand that goes a long ways too. So over time, you know, they say you do something over and over again, it gets easier and easier. So when I first got out, it was real hard, you know, adjusting and everything. But over time, it's getting easier and easier and easier. I'm not saying I've fully adjusted yet because I haven't, you know. I still sit with my back to the wall in restaurants. You know, like I said earlier, I don't like crowds. It's a bunch of things. And I'm one of the nicest people you can meet. But you do not really know what's going through my mind when I'm in a crowded area, man. It's just really, it messes with my mind hard. But I just stay focused, you know, and I try to remember, you know, a lot of people out here are not very observant. So I realize that a lot of times when they're cutting you off in the line, they don't even realize what they're doing because they're not paying attention. And so I try to keep that in mind. And I remember the first time somebody cut me off. And I said, "Hey, dude, you trying to punk me out?" And he turned around and he had this bewildered look. And he goes, "What?" I said, "You trying to punk me out, man?" He goes, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And I realized right then and there, he was generally confused. I mean, it wasn't a fake thing or anything. I could tell he didn't know what was going on. That he did not realize he cut me off. And so I was talking to this other ex-con one day, and he said, he goes, yeah, I've had that problem too, you know. And he goes, man, you gotta try to, he goes, man, there's sometimes I just want to punch somebody, you know. But he said, I hold back, you know. I check myself. I said, yeah, I know. He goes, but these people, man, they need to be more observant. They need to, and some of them, he said, are doing it on purpose. And he goes, they really don't know who they're cutting in line. Well, a lot of times, you know, like me or you. They're just thinking they're cutting in front of somebody. They don't realize they're cutting in front of somebody. It's an ex-con, and they're taking it the wrong way in their head, you know. And he's absolutely right. So people just try to be careful out there, you know. Try to be more observant of your surroundings and everything, you know. You know, instead of just looking at your phone all the time, you know. Look around, see what's going on, you know. But it's getting easier, you know. And I think that's all. You gotta have a positive attitude. You gotta have support. Now, I know some people get out, and I didn't know this until after I got out. Some people get out and cannot find a place to live. That absolutely sucks, man. Something's got to be done about that. I mean, we have to fix it, man. You know, you just kick these guys out and you expect them to become productive members of society, but you will not give them a place to stay. Nobody will hire them. And then when the same people that will not hire them, when these people go back to committing crime because they ain't got no place to stay and they ain't got a job, they go back to committing crime just to get money. They say, oh, see, I knew he was a criminal. I mean, come on. We got to do better, you know. But people have asked about how they would make it out because, you know, if you think about it, they say most people return. They say that most people return to prison within 5 years. And the majority of people do. I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's real high. I have been out about 7 years now. It was 7 years this past November. And I'm still out. And I'm glad I'm still out, you know. So, and I know other people who've been out 6, 7 years, you know, and are doing good. So it can be done. And I just wish that people that are looking down on us would not look down on us, you know. Some people just made a mistake, did their time to come out, and they want to get on with their lives and become a productive member of society. It doesn't mean just because they're in prison. Yeah, they may have deserved to went to prison, but they've changed and they want to do better now. And nobody wants to give them a chance. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.